Good morning, everybody. We are on the air from beautiful Palm Springs, California. I'm Danny Maha alongside Evan Schmeiser, and we are thrilled to bring you day 3 of the California Winter League from the Coachella Valley. Today's first game's matchup or actually the second game of the day, is between MLB China and the Canada A's. Evan, what do we expect today from these teams? We've had a lot of good baseball these first couple days.
We have. I would like to think we're going to have the good pitching continue that we've seen virtually this entire first 3 days. And especially with this A's team, they're coming off of a day off. They're going to be very well rested. So I expect a quality outing from Brett Elmer.
All right, well, we'll start with the starting lineups for China. Leading off will be Gung Jun Je and playing shortstop. Second hitter will be the catcher, Jing Pong Wei. Third hitter is Jia-Hing Xuan. He'll play left field. And at the DH spot, hitting fourth, is Lin Chiang. Batting fifth, he'll actually be playing right field, Wu Ching Han. And batting sixth, Wan Un Wei. He'll play center field. He Xin will be at third base. The eighth spot is Hun Yu Pei. He'll be at second base. And rounding out the order in right field, Chi Yu Chiang. And the defense for the Canada A's, McCary will be in left field. Davis will be in center. Steve Snowden in right. And we're about set here to start the ball game. And I'll get to the rest of that defense for the A's in just a moment. Gunja, the shortstop, leads it off for MLB China. First pitch to him from Elmer. Looked to be a little bit outside, 1-0. Brett Elmer from Washington, Michigan, deals in a foul ball, 1-1.
Another potential factor today, as has been the first few days, the pace that the pitchers like to go.
Here's the 1-1. That one's fouled away again, 1-2. Rest of the infield for the A's. Third base will be Jonathan Gottlieb. And playing short, Gabriel. Over at second base will be Ivan Sanchez, and first base, Matt Nunn. Behind the plate, Nathaniel Lai. The 1-2 is fouled away again. We'll do it again.
I just set a timer as far as when Elmer received the ball back and when he's going to deliver.
Another 1-2. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. That's out number 1 for the A's. Elmer getting going early.
And I had a feeling about it. Elmer, another one of these guys who's working extremely fast. I clocked him about 9.5 seconds from the time he received the ball back from the catcher and when he started delivering to the plate.
Right back on the rubber once again. Elmer from the windup, his feet close together. About a half step back, delivers the pitch, ball outside. This is Pong Wei, the first baseman. We saw him in Game 1, the very first stadium game of the Winter League on Thursday. That one's in there, 1-1. So Elmer starts his wind from the belt, goes over the head, back down to the belt, and delivers. Swing and a miss, 1-2 again.
Imperative for Elmer to try to work a clean first inning. This is a China team. I know it's early, 2 games, coming in hitting .283 collectively.
Quickly back up on the rubber, winds and delivers. That one just a little bit up in the zone. Count moves even, 2-2. No score here after 1 out in the top of the first. The 2-2 fouled back into the screen. These China hitters have shown that they can play, they can battle, and you know, for the most part, these are the best teams or the best players in China, Evan, right?
I would think, especially this age bracket too.
2-2, right down the middle. Strike 3, and that's 2 early strikeouts for Elmer. Really good stuff coming out of him. He's been mixing in both off-speed and fastballs.
And Elmer's a guy who's going to have to keep hitters off balance with his off speed, especially sitting 83 with the fastball.
First pitch to Schwann, the left fielder, is in there on a strike swinging. 2 down, no score, top of the first. Elmer delivers. That one tails inside, 1-1. Boy, you were right about Elmer's working fast. Here's the 1-1. That one's outside down in the dirt. Even with his long over-the-head windup, I mean, he's right back up there every time. From the right side of the rubber, here's the pitch. That one's high, 2-1.
One of my old pitching coaches predicted at about this time that young pitchers would no longer work out of the windup.
Here's a 3-1 from Elmer. Swing and a miss. That looked like a changeup.
So it's almost ironic. This is the second guy we've seen at a stadium game on the mound where he has that old school bringing the hands up above his head.
Here's the payoff. That one's popped near the catcher. Lai will try to grab it, but nobody will get there. Looked like a little miscommunication there between the first baseman, Nunn, and the catcher, Lai. It did drop right in front of the A's dugout.
Well, especially a break for Schwann. It's a difficult play, especially with the angle of the way the backstop netting rotates in towards the dugout. But if you're the Chinese player who's sitting right there, you got to be telling your teammates whether they have room or not. And I'd say it's a much easier play for the first baseman to go after that ball than the catcher.
Definitely. Here's another 3-2. Elmer delivers. Ooh, and that one apparently was just a little bit outside. So that's going to be a base on balls and the first walk of the day for Elmer.
That is another break for Schwann. The pitch did miss a little bit low, but we've seen that called a strike more often than not over the course of these first few days. Generally a pitcher's friendly strike zone at the CWL.
So now it's the cleanup man, Chiang. Chiang with an open stance, bends the knees pretty well. First pitch is in there on the outside half, 0-1. Schwann leads off of first, takes an extra step. Elmer delivers a ball up high. 1-1 now.
Imperative for Elmer to vary his timings to the plate and his throwovers. This is a China team that likes to run and likes to cause chaos on the bases whenever they can.
It seems like Elmer's working a little slower from the stretch as he takes a look over. And he got him. Wow. Caught Schwann sleeping over there. That'll end the inning. No score, no hits, a walk, and we go to the bottom of the first inning. We'll be right back from Palm Springs.
We just got our best ever ratings from U.S. News and World Report. We're the #1 hospital in Riverside and San Bernardino counties. High performing in 17 common procedures from joint replacements to heart attack care. And for the first time, national ranking as high performing in 3 adult specialties. We're proud of these ratings, but what matters most, as always, is how we rate with you. Learn more at eisenhowerhealth.org/awards.
Back for the bottom of the first inning from Palm Springs, the Canada A's will start with McCary, the left fielder. Jungming Xuan on the mound for China. I think he's 6'8". Is that what you said, Evan?
Yep,
As he delivers a strike.
So he's listed, I was told 6'8". He's listed at 6'7", according to the spreadsheet that manager Ray Cheng sent me. When he first got off the bus, I got him at the airport. He stood out for sure.
Here's the 0-1, and that one's a little bit low. 1-1. So the tall, lanky right-hander from China. I think it's his first outing of the winter. And that one's on the outside edge. 1-2. McCary, the left fielder, set in the box. Xuan, feet spread apart, winds and delivers. That one's down low. Count moves even 2-2.
So he's sitting about 81, 83 right now. And the thing, he still has some room to fill out as far as the weight room is concerned. Just turning 16, probably getting used to that big frame. A lot of times they grow soon. Good sign.
2-2 up high. Full count now. Yeah, definitely a lot of room to grow into that young, tall, lanky body of his.
Would not surprise me if, all said and done, he's eventually sitting mid-90s.
It's the payoff. Fouled away. We'll do it again. Yeah, it almost seems unlikely for a guy like him, maybe when he gets a little stronger and more developed, for him to be in the mid-90s.
Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about, yeah. When all's said and done as far as the prime of his career is concerned. Absolutely.
Definitely. Another payoff. And Xuan hits him. A good at-bat there for McCary. He ends up getting plunked on the forearm. It might have been the finger. So a man on. No score here in the bottom of the first. Nobody out. Here's Jerry Johnson, the DH. And he's standing a little bit farther away from the plate than a normal hitter would. First pitch from Chiang is outside. Excuse me, Xuan. Xuan working from the stretch for the first time today. Sets at the belt and delivers. Swing and a miss. Johnson just pulled his head there. It's 1-1.
Well, you have tall versus tall. Xuan, of course, sitting 6'7", and you have Johnson at the plate, 6'5". I knew he looked tall when he walked up there.
Next pitch is right down the middle, 1-2 now. Nobody out. Another gorgeous day here in the Coachella Valley. It's about to get up to, 75 degrees today? There's the 1-2, chopped softly to second. Yufei picks it up and makes the play, but the runner, McCary, will advance to second, one away.
A smart play from Han Yufei, taking the sure out at first. I saw him looking towards second, thinking about the double play, but would have been a very difficult throw to make, having to turn and throw across his body.
So now it's the three-hitter Davis, the center fielder. He bats left-handed. Should be an interesting matchup for him against, I guess all of these will be interesting matchups against the 6'7", 6'8" type of pitcher. First pitch to Davis is outside, 1-0.
Well, as far as my playing days were concerned, it didn't matter how hard they were throwing or what their stuff was like. I never enjoyed facing pitchers who were extremely tall.
Next pitch is also outside. Counts 2-0.
Justin Davis, a long way from home, out of Taunton, Massachusetts.
That is a long way, Evan, just like you. 2-0, swing and a miss. That looked like a changeup, or maybe a tailing two-seam.
It took a little off of it, came in at 79 that time.
2-1 on Davis. No score, bottom of the first. That one's inside. Throw back to second, not in time. 3-1, one away. Man on second is McCary. Here's the 3-1. And that one tails in on a two-seam. It's 3-2. Another 3-2 count for Schwann. Let's see if he could come out on top this time. Here's the pitch. And that one inside. And a base on balls. Davis will head to first. But they do have a force in order now.
Yeah, this is a much different strike zone than we're used to seeing at the California Winter League.
Definitely.
Much more hitters friendly. Even that last pitch did not miss by much.
So now it's the cleanup man, Snowden. He's playing right field today. He takes a strike. It's 0-1. Schwann sets, trying to get a ground ball here, maybe a double play. That one's popped up. It's going to get out of play towards the left side bleachers. Oh, looked like one of the fans was close to getting hit in the back there. I don't know. Did you see? Did it hit her?
I'm unfortunately blocked by the air conditioning, so we're gonna have to rely on your take on this.
I think it might have went off of the seat back and barely missed him. 0-2. Schwann steps off. Takes a second to regather. Schwann takes a look at McCary at second. Takes another look and kicks and delivers. That one's in there. Called strike 3 on the 0-2 pitch. And, it looked like Snowden thought it was out number 3. He started taking off his gear. 2 outs. And here's the catcher, Lai. First pitch to him, he takes a big swing. It's 0-1. Two down, no score, bottom of the first. 2 men on for the A's. Ooh, that one's down low but called a strike. 0-2 goes the count. And Schwann trying to get out of here with no damage. Kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. So Schwann, after the hit by pitch and the base on balls, manages to limit the damage, or actually keep there from being no damage. We go to the top of the second. No score from Palm Springs. Welcome back. We're in the second inning here from Palm Springs. The A's threatened in the bottom of the first, but Schwann was able to keep them from scoring. And the first pitch to Chiang, the DH is a strike. It's 0-1. Elmer winds and delivers. That one's in there as well, 0-2.
You know, both these starting pitchers sitting around 80 miles an hour, but a lot of good life on their fastballs.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Another high fastball strikeout. That's the third of the day for Elmer.
And, you know, even if you don't have a ton of velocity, you can still be successful in a lot of levels. If you can vary your locations, change your speeds, and get some life on your pitches. Reminds me Jamie Moyer playing for the Phillies towards the end of his career.
So here's Howe, the catcher. Takes a strike. Back ahead is Elmer. Yeah, it's like a Greg Maddux, Kyle Hendricks.
Exactly.
The 0-1, that one's ripped into center. Not deep enough for any damage to be done. Davis makes the grab. There's 1 or 2 away. 2 quick outs for Elmer. Here's Juan, the center fielder. And he takes a ball outside, 1-0. All knotted up at 0 here in the top of the second inning. Elmer deals. It's up high, 2-0. Here it comes. And that one's called strike on the inside. Beautiful Saturday here at Palm Springs Stadium. Fans will keep filing in as the day progresses. The 2-1 is outside, 3-1 now. Elmer with his staggered start of the windup. Kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. Another good fastball. And it's all full. Quickly back up there, Elmer, the payoff. He got him. Called strike 3. Juan thought he was on first base with a walk, but that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the second. We'll be right back.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Back for the bottom of the second, Jonathan Gottlieb leads it off for the A's. And that one's a check swing down the line. Fair ball. Right on the line it lands. And Gottlieb halts at first base. Boy, that was a close one. Got the umpire right there to make the call. A leadoff single. Here's Matthew Nunn, the first baseman.
Well, sometimes it's better to be a little bit lucky than good. He absolutely made solid contact on that, did Gottlieb. And with enough strength, enough little bit of bat speed, able to get it into right.
And Schwann checks on Gottlieb over there. He's in there with ease. None out of Edina, Minnesota. Played at Century College and the University of Minnesota Crookston. He takes a strike. It's 0-1. Gottlieb with a moderate lead off of first. Schwann deals, and it's inside.
You know, Danny, I heard our analytics guy, Hunter Mott, just talking a second ago about Schwann's only extending about 5'10" in his stride, which leads us to believe he could throw a lot harder with a little bit of mechanics work.
Next pitch is down and in. It's 2-1. Yeah, definitely. I think that could definitely be a factor. It's all about the load and the stride and a lot of these different mechanics that people never thought about until this era of baseball that we're in. Schwann sets from the stretch, 2-1. That one's in there on the outside edge, 2-2 now.
It's kind of like the same idea as you love the idea of taking a runner who's already pretty fast, but his form needs needs a bit of work. And then once you fix it, he can start running a whole lot faster.
2-2, kick and the pitch. That one slapped into left field. Back goes Schwann, makes the grab. And Gottlieb will have to go back to first. One away.
It just hit me. You have a Schwann in left and a Schwann on the mound.
Yeah, 2 Schwanns in this game from MLB China. I'm glad you said anything because I'm sure people would be confused. Schwann on the mound, Schwann in left. So here's Gabriel, the shortstop. He's got an open stance. Bends the knees a lot. Big curveball. Way up high, 1-0.
That might be the first breaking ball we've seen from Jungming Schwann. That one coming in at 72.
Tries a look at none, or actually Gottlieb at first base. No score, bottom of the second. 1 out and a man on first base. Here's the pitch. That one's inside, 2-0 now.
And the right fielder, Chi-Yu Chang, playing quite shallow. That's a lot of real estate behind him.
Schwann deals. That one's in there, 2-1. Yeah, we've seen those right fielders play kind of cheating towards the line and shallow for these right-handed hitters. It seems to have worked most of the time. The 2-1. Big curveball, swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
Yeah, that breaking pitch, it's not moving a ton, but the break just seems very, very late. About a 6 to 8 mile per hour difference compared to the fastballs we're seeing. So not fun if you're a right-handed hitter.
That's another breaking ball inside. Count goes full.
You also don't want to fall in love with it too much, too. After seeing none of it in the first, we're seeing, well, about 4 or 5 in a row here in the second to Gabriel.
Gottlieb leads off first, gets an extra lead, now goes back and makes Schwann step off.
Well, if you're confident in Gabriel putting the ball in play, could be a good time for Jonathan Gottlieb to take off.
Yeah, not a bad hit and run situation, and he does. Throw down to second, not in time, and away from the bag. Didn't matter either way, though. It's ball 4.
And for the most part, the catching's been excellent from the 3 catchers with MLB China. This is the second time I've seen a China catcher specifically throw down to second after a batter drew a walk with a runner going on a full count. Something you want to make sure of, especially as a young catcher, not to make a throw unnecessarily and risk handing a runner an extra base.
Now it's Ivan Sanchez, the 9-hitter. He takes a curveball inside.
Yeah, pitcher's call right there. So right-handed hitter, I would not enjoy having that strike called.
The pitch to Sanchez, grounded sharply to third base, bobbled a little bit, but he makes the tag. He did. So that'll be the second out of the inning. Great heads-up play by Shin over there at third. After the bobble, picked his head up, and there was Gottlieb right in front of him.
And again, this is a very tough infield, especially when things get dry and the ball takes that first hop off the grass. That was the only play that Hashim was going to have. So heads up and very quick hands to apply the tag.
Back to the top, it's McCary, the left fielder. That one's on the outside edge. 0-1. So the A's have threatened in each of these first two innings. Here's the 0-1. Big curveball swing and a miss. 0-2. See if Schwann can get out of another jam.
And now it's a guessing game for the hitter McCary. Is he going to see another breaking ball, or will Schwann go back to the heater?
The 0-2. Just a little bit up high. Throw back to second, and sleeping way down there was none. So a great back pick by the catcher. How? We go to the top of the third inning. No score and no runs, one hit this inning.
Immerse yourself in the ultimate fan experience at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Stop by any of our 3 premier properties in the Coachella Valley to catch all of the games on our giant wraparound screens. See real-time scores on our giant LED sports ticker. Plus, enjoy exciting twists on all of your bar food favorites. Get your game on at 360 Sports in Rancho Mirage, Palm Springs, or Cathedral City. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com. Problem gambling? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Back for the third inning from Palm Springs Stadium. Shin will lead it off, the third baseman. Made a nice play last inning after bobbling one. Made a tag in between second and third. He takes a strike. It's 0-1. Elmer back on the mound. Deals and a swing and a miss. 0-2 quickly. Elmer doing a good job of getting ahead in the count in the early going here. Wind up and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the inside fastball. One away quickly.
Looks like Zhao Luan is playing some catch in the MLB China bullpen right now.
Here's the second baseman, Yufei. Takes ball one up high. And the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. No score here in the top of the third. One hit for the home team, Canada A's. 2-1 now after the ball. Here's the 2-1. And it's in there. Counts back even, 2-2. Fielders playing pretty straight up here. Gabriel, the shortstop, a little bit more towards third. That one's down low, 3-2. Here's the payoff. And it's ball four down low. So the leadoff hitter on, or actually after the K, Yufei makes it to first on the base on balls. And here's the right fielder, Chung.
Looks like this is the only lefty in the MLB China lineup for today.
First pitch to him is wild and inside. Yufei will advance to second.
Well, when you've largely had such an easy time as a pitcher on the mound, and then all of a sudden you have to start working out of the stretch, that can take a second to make that adjustment. That might have contributed to that wild pitch.
1-0 on Chung. Elmer sets at the belt. He's got a closed set, and he swings, and he grounds it to second base. That's Sanchez, picks it up and slings it over. 2 down now. Yufei advances to third, so China's leadoff hitter, Gunja, is going to try to get him in here before the third out.
And if you're Han Yufei at third, definitely need to get a good walking lead and anticipate that ball in the dirt, especially after the wild pitch from Brett Elmer just a moment ago.
First pitch is inside to the leadoff hitter, Gunja. And the pitch inside. 1-1. 2-1 or 2-0. Jeez.
Well, it turns out I'm mistaken. There's another lefty, just one batter after the fact. Sorry about that, guys.
The 2-0. That one catches the outside edge. 2-1. Elmer trying to strand a runner on third. Here's the pitch. That one catches the inside edge. 2-2, 2 down.
Excellent to see Elmer go back inside after missing a few times over to that side of the plate, inside to the lefties. Go right back there and get the strike.
2-2, outside, 3-2 again. Elmer's gotten 3 or 4 3-2 counts so far. Chinese hitters making him work up there. Here's the payoff. Swinging a grounder to first. It's going to be foul.
That's a good point you made, Danny. These China hitters, they have not helped Brett out. As well as he's done, he's had to earn these outs in the strike zone.
Yeah, they're very disciplined at the plate. Waiting for their own pitch. Another payoff coming from Elmer. Ooh, and that one looked like it was down the middle, but apparently it's low.
It was a little low. The box, barely, but the box had it a little low.
So now a mound visit for the A's after the walk. 2 walks in a row for Elmer.
Oh, this is a good meeting from manager Paul Nochi, especially after your guy who's sailing along initially, started the battle's command just a little bit, give him a chance to settle down, especially with how quick he works too. Sometimes just slowing things down a little bit can help you refocus and find your form once again. Elmer's also looked a lot more comfortable going against the right-handed batters for this China lineup. It's been when the lefties come up where the location started to become more of a factor.
Here's Jingpong Wei. Playing first base today, he struck out swinging back in the first. First pitch to him is grounded to short. Gabriel picks it up, slings it to Sanchez, and that'll end the inning. So Elmer limits the damage. No score. We go to the bottom of the third.
Desert Air started right here in the Coachella Valley in 1954, and we've been welcoming customers to our family ever since. With nearly 70 years of proven trust, dependability, and experience, we've got the AC and heating expertise to help you all year round. Plus, our factory-trained technicians provide well-informed maintenance, repairs, and installation, so you get our industry-best products with industry-best service. Contact our family at Desert Air. We'll make sure you live comfortably, always.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Yes, Devin McCary.
Back for the bottom of the third. New pitcher in for MLB China, Zhao Luan. And he works exclusively from the stretch. The A's back to the top of the order. With McCary, he takes the ball down low. The 1-0. McCary, big swing and a miss. It's 1-1 now. Devin McCary out of Birmingham, Alabama. Went to Martin Methodist College and Claflin University. Looked like he fouled that one off. 1-2 now. One and two, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Oh, a big looping curveball. It froze McCary. And a good start for Luan. Here's Jerry Johnson. Grounded out to second, back in the first. First pitch to him is a strike. It's 0-1. Xuan for China, the first pitcher of the game. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, and 1 hit, no runs. So a good little outing for him. 0-2 now on Johnson. Swing and a miss. He got him. 2 strikeouts to start the day for Zhao Luan. Now it's the 3-hitter Davis. He walked back in the first. Made a couple catches out there in center as well. That one's in there. It's 0-1 quickly.
It's a much different look for this Canada A's lineup. You have Luan sitting at 85 miles an hour.
That one's cracked over to third. And a diving attempt by Shin. He almost made the grab over there in foul ground. It'll be 0-2 again.
Well, as Justin Davis goes to get a new bat, that last fastball came in at 87. So you start the game with Jungmin Swan sitting right around 81. And then with that breaking ball at about 73 miles an hour, it's a much different look. And then all of a sudden you have 85, 87 coming at you from Zhao Luan. And not to mention second time through the order, and you have to face a different guy.
Well, Davis gets a new bat. Sports Clips are the pros in men's hair. They have cutting-edge stylists and hairstyles to give you a championship haircut. Make sure to check out their signature haircut service, the MVP Haircut Experience, which includes a precision haircut hot towel, massaging shampoo, and neck and shoulder treatment. So Davis has a new bat, ready to go now. 0-2, 2 down, no score in the bottom of the third. That pitch is just off the plate, 1-2 now.
I don't know if anyone wanted to give up their bat for Davis. I think that might have been why he was down there so long.
Yeah, he might have had to use one of the CWL provided ones. Next pitch, ripped up the middle, a base hit. And that'll be the second hit of the ball game for the A's. I imagine Davis is going to want to keep using that bat after that rocket up the middle.
Yeah, he made some solid contact on that one, especially on the second hit of the day for either side, second hit of the day for the A's. That's the way it works. If I were him, I'd keep using it. And then I pray I don't break it.
Right. Here's Snowden, right fielder. Runner goes, and he's up easily. Might have been... Oh. Either way, he's on second base. I thought it might have been a balk or something, and he was running back to first. But it's just the ball down low, 1-0.
And a really good job timing up Luan. Got a good idea of it and a huge jump.
Next pitch is ripped into center field. Juan goes back, still going back. He'll make the catch to end the inning. So Zhao Luan, a good start to this game. 2 Ks, gave up the single, but forced Snowden to fly out to center. We go to the 4th inning from Palm Springs. We'll be right back. Welcome back for the fourth inning from Palm Springs. A new pitcher for the A's, Kent Evans Jr., will replace Brett Elmer, who went 5 strikeouts, 0 hits, and 2 walks over the first 3 innings. So a great outing for him. A little threatening from China, but he was able to limit them to nothing. So the first pitch from Evans Jr. is in there on the outside edge. Strike one to Schwann, the left fielder. Schwann walked and then got picked off to end the first inning. He takes ball one outside, 1-1.
In general, the pitches have looked very sharp, considering that it's January and likely not super stretched out to this point either.
Here's the pitch. That one's grounded to second base. Sanchez with an easy play. Throws it on over. 1 away. Fans, visit Palm Springs Stadium this winter and take advantage of Margarita Monday, brought to you by Luxury Pools Design and Construction. With discounted ballpark margaritas, 2 for Tuesdays with 2 tickets for the price of 1, along with Locals Wednesdays for Coachella Valley residents. First pitch to Chiang is in there for strike one. Out-of-towner Thursdays for out-of-town U.S. residents, both with $5 admission. Come catch Winter League Baseball and cash in on deals. Next pitch, swing and a miss by Chiang. 0-2 quickly. Visit CaliforniaWinterLeague.com for more information and the stadium box office for tickets. 0-2. Ooh, that one looked to be in the zone. It was a little up high.
It was in the box. It's not a huge strike zone up there, but looked like a good pitch.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Looked like a slider there from Evans Jr. And there's 2 away very quickly here in the fourth.
Yeah, that pitch broke 11 inches going away from the right-handed hitter, and it still came in 84 miles an hour. So some kind of cutter.
Yeah, it looked like a sideways sort of sweeping pitch. Here's Howe.
Looks like
Or a new batter's
looks
in.
like Wang Ming Shi is up as a pinch hitter. Yep, that's him.
So Shi is up now. He'll take a ball. 1-0. Wind up in the pitch from Evans Jr. Popped up. Shallow right field. Sanchez chasing. He calls off the right fielder Snowden to make the catch. That ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth. And no score still here from Palm Springs.
Think of the highest quality you can imagine. Now, think higher.
Hamburgers, all about.
So, I just got the State Farm Personal Price Plan on my car insurance.
So you told your agent you play the bagpipes for your dog?
What? No, I didn't get that personal. My agent just helped me create an affordable price just for me. Okay, let me show you what I've been working on. Hey, Buster!
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Back for the bottom of the fourth inning, Nathaniel Lai will lead it off. He's the catcher for Canada A's today. Big swing and a miss on the fastball from Luan. Here's the 0-1. That one misses inside. 1-1 now. Very quick game today. Not a lot of hits, a lot of good pitching. Luan sets and delivers the 1-1. After the appeal, first base umpire says he did not go. 2-1. Nobody out, no score, bottom of the fourth. Here's the 2-1. Fastball inside, 3-1.
This game could come down to a little bit of small ball. See if we can break this scoreless deadlock. Whoever gets somebody on is able to manufacture something first.
Here's the 3-1. That one's fouled back into the screen. 3-2 now.
Well, Lai's going to have to make just a little bit of an adjustment. That was a humongous swing. That was a kind of swing trying to make it 1-0 all on your own. You'll have to shorten up now with 2 strikes and see if you can poke something into the outfield.
The payoff. That one's popped sky high into shallow left field. Gunja giving chase to it, and he's going to make the catch over his shoulder. Schwann, the left fielder, didn't even move out there. He just left it to Gunja to make the grab, and luckily he did. There's one away.
That was a very bizarre play. I mean, that's probably the highest pop-up we've seen so far in the CWL. I don't know if Hudging Schwann just lost it in the sun. It was a great play from the shortstop Gunja, but you want the left fielder to catch that ball.
First pitch to Gottlieb is low, 1-0. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a shortstop come all the way that deep into left field to make a catch before, unless it was way towards the foul line or the fence. Here's the 1-0. Gottlieb takes another strike. 1-1 now. Gottlieb got a single and then advanced on a wild pitch back in the second inning. That one's down low.
Just a moment ago, especially for an 18-year-old shortstop, it makes that even more of an impressive play.
One away, no score, bottom of the fourth. 2-1 count on Gottlieb. And he fouls it off of himself. It's 2-2 now. So 2-2 on Gottlieb. Fans enjoying the shade being provided by the press box here below us. Here's the 2-2. That one's chopped over to third. Short hop, backhand, muffed, and there's going to be no play. So that'll go down as an E5 for Shin at third. Really tough play, though, on that shortstop right at the lip.
And those kinds of plays as a third baseman, that's a split-second decision of either waiting back or taking a step back to get it on the big hop, depends on the runner's speed, or you have to just charge it right away. Also a bizarre play when Shin tried to go to backhand that. It made it a much tougher play than it already was.
First pitch to Nunn, the first baseman, outside 1-0 now.
It's a tough error, but absolutely an error for those keeping score at home.
Next pitch is a ball as well, 2-0. Nunn flew out to left field last inning. He put a piece of good wood on it. Just got under it a little bit too much. Gottlieb leads off of first after the error. Here's the pitch. And Nunn takes another ball, 3-0.
I would expect the take sign here.
I was thinking maybe a little bit of a hit and run green light.
Interesting.
I don't know. That one's over to first for the pickoff attempt. Gottlieb with plenty of time to get back. 3-0 on none. Luan sets near the belt. Kicks and delivers. And that one's in there, so it's 3-1.
And that's a good take right there, especially on the 3-0. That pitch, borderline on the inner half. Not going to do much with it if you try and go after it.
3-1, runner goes. And the play is at first for Pongway. He'll step on the bag. And Gottlieb advances to second.
You were on to something there, Danny. They did try your hit and run after all. Not a bad idea to try and get some fielders out of position and maybe find a hole. But either way, a man in scoring position now, so an opportunity for the A's.
Here's the shortstop, Gabriel. He walked and ended up advancing to second in the second inning. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss down low. The ball's going to get away from the catcher, Howe. So Gottlieb advances to third.
Well, a normally very sure-handed Chinese team that we've seen. You had the error earlier in the inning and the wild pitch now. You have to make this count if you're Canada, especially still deadlocked at no score.
0-1 on Gabriel. Luan Sex takes a look at Gottlieb. And that one's fouled. 0-2.
Paul Nochi in the third base coach's box might need a little more practice. Not the best fundamentals going after that grounder.
Big chance for Gabriel to get a run on the board for the A's. Big chance for Luan to keep him there. The 1-2. Now it's 1-2 after that ball. Flags blowing very softly out there in center field, a little bit towards the left center gap. China playing straight up in the outfield. That one's outside. 2-2 now.
Griffin told us we could expect some high wind warnings throughout the weekend as well, but at least for now it's held off.
Yeah, that's kind of the opposite of the first day. It was windy to start, and then the flags went calm.
Yeah, you can expect a few higher wind days. They get that instead of rain out here.
2-2, 2 outs, the pitch. Inside, 3-2 now. Good at bat here for Gabriel. Trying to finish it off with a base hit. 75 degrees and sunny here in Palm Springs, California. The payoff. Fouled away on the check swing. We'll do it again.
Looked like a slider right there from Luan. The one coming in at 81 compared to his fastball sitting about 85. Just darting down and out of the zone. Good piece of hitting from Tucson just to stay alive.
Well, Luan's got that aggressive stride. Really quick stride. You know, kind of short arms it almost. Another payoff. Curveball right down Broadway. So Gabriel, who didn't like the call, goes back to the dugout. That's the third out of the inning. We go to the fifth. Still no score from Palm Springs. We'll be right back.
We just got our best ever ratings from U.S. News and World Report. We're the #1 hospital in Riverside and San Bernardino counties. high performing in 17 common procedures from joint replacements to heart attack care. And for the first time, national ranking as high performing in 3 adult specialties. We're proud of these ratings, but what matters most, as always, is how we rate with you. Learn more at eisenhowerhealth.org/awards.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Welcome back to the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Danny Maha, joined by Evan Schmeiser. A quick little segment on our MLB on this date for January 27th. In 1956, the New York Giants football team switched its home games to Yankee Stadium, which caused speculation that the Giants would vacate the Polo Grounds. They did. The Giants played its last season at Polo Grounds in 1957 before moving to San Francisco. The Mets played the final games there in 1962 and 63 before construction on Shea Stadium concluded.
Thank you, Evan. We're back for the 5th inning. And another little trivia action here from Mr. Schmeiser. Juan will lead it off, the center fielder for China. Evans Jr. back on the mound after a very quick inning with 1 strikeout and a couple flyouts. Evans Jr. winds and delivers the first pitch of the 5th. It's on the outside edge, strike 1. Quickly back up there, swinging a chop towards the third baseline, foul. And Evans Jr. ahead quickly once again. Here's the 0-2. That one's chopped to third, this time fair. Picked up by Gottlieb and slung on over for out number 1.
Just so far, whether it's Elmer or Evans for the A's or Schwan and Luan for MLB China, good defense all the way around for the most part. No one's giving an inch. Something has to break in this scoreless game.
Juan, who just got out, now it's Shin. Pop up to the third base side, just foul. 0-1 now.
Wonder if we'll see somebody try to bunt for a hit. We have some good athletes on both sides. I mean, we're not going to see a whole lot of bunting in this developmental league, but perhaps try and get something going.
Time called by the batter, Shin. And he's back in there. Evans Jr. working quick. And a breaking ball. A little bit high and outside, 1-1.
Not sure how much manager Ray Chang gives leeway for a hitter to drop a bunt down their own, but the corners are playing back.
That one's outside, 2-1. Evans Jr. from the right side of the rubber, kicks and delivers. That one's inside. It looked like it clipped Shin there, so he'll get on base with one away.
And we saw just last inning, Canada not able to take advantage of an error in a wild pitch from MLB China. See if the China team right now can take advantage of this hit batter and that free base runner.
So here's Chung, or actually it's Yufei, the second baseman. First pitch right down the middle. First strike one, 0-1.
You also predicted last inning, Danny, that Canada might try a hit and run. Well, China doesn't have a hit yet, so wonder if they'll try something on the bases.
Here's the 0-1. That one's cracked into left field shallow. Heading back, it's getting deeper and deeper. McCary lets it drop in front of him, and that's going to be a nice double for Yufei. That thing carried out there, Evan. It looked like it was going to have the topspin and kind of drop down, but McCary kept running backwards.
Well, it did, and McCary also got a very late break on the ball. This time of day, the sun becomes a pretty big factor for the left fielder and sometimes the center fielders. I would have to think that's what it was. Ordinarily, that's a ball that would usually be caught.
So Jungwei Shin will pinch hit for the right fielder Chung. And China's threatening here after Evans Jr.'s lightning quick inning last inning. First pitch to Shin is up high, 1-0. So Shin on third base, Shin at the plate, and Yufei on second base. Here's the 1-0. That one catches the outside edge. 1-1.
Well said, Danny. I feel very much up to speed. I know where the shins are.
Two Shins and two Schwans.
Well, sometimes you'll have two Johnsons or two Bradys, too.
The 1-1 is on the outside edge. 1-2 now. One away. No score still here in the top of the fifth.
And if you're Jungwei Shin, you have to get something in play on the ground. Canada's playing the infield back, conceding a run. A little surprised at that, too. Getting late in the game, offense has been tough to come by.
The 1-2. Big swing and a miss. Pitch was way outside. Catcher Lai says he caught it. So now there's two away. Huge out there for Evans Jr. Now he's one out away from getting out of this jam.
An excellent breaking ball, too, from Evans. I mean, 8 inches of break on it. That pitch just disappeared down and outside of the strike zone. And frankly, that's what forced the off-balance swing from Jungwei Shin.
Back to the top of the order, Gunja. He'll try to get these runs in for China. That one's deep down the right field line, heading to the corner, and it will one-hop the wall. China will get 2 runs. Gunja into second base with a double. So there it is, Evan. Score finally breaks 2-0. Now leads China, and they got 2 hits to match the A's hits.
And that's often what it comes down to. You get a mistake or two from the opposition, able to take advantage of it, and timely hits are always a beautiful thing. If you hit with runners in scoring position, you're going to win a lot of games. That ball was annihilated off the bat of Gunja, 93 miles an hour.
These China hitters can hit. We've seen that in the first 2 games here that we've seen that they've played. First pitch is a ball to Pongwei after the RBI double from Gunja.
Some of these young guys, not super big too, but the ball jumps off of some of their bats.
That one's outside. 2-0 now to Pongwei.
And if you're Evans, you got to limit the damage right here. Still only sitting at 2 hits. So a third run for China makes things very difficult.
The 2-0. Hitters count, swing and a miss. Looked like a changeup. That had a lot of movement on it.
Yeah, a good one, too. It's good to see Evans pitching backwards a little bit. It's a great way to keep hitters off balance.
Yeah, that one started in the left-hand batter's box. Ended up on the plate. That one runs in on Pongway. And it's foul down the left field line.
And then a well-located fastball in the inner half after getting the swing and a miss on the changeup away. Good piece of pitching, a nice little sequence. So like I said, these pitchers are in a very good spot for being this early in the season. You'd think it'll only get better as they get more stretched out and the starters go deeper into the games.
2-2, 2 down, 2-0, MLB China. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That one's foul down the left field line. Hit pretty high and deep, but not in play. So for the visiting MLB China team, 2 runs, 2 hits, and an error so far. And for the A's, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. Here's another 2-2. That one's a curveball, cracked into right center field. That's going to drop, and the run's going to score. A nice base hit for Pongway, and China adds to their lead. It's 3-0. Right off the end of the bat, Pongway was able to get it deep enough out there. And now the 3-hitter into the heart of the order for China.
Tremendous piece of hitting from Pongway. He ended up going a bit out in front with his body, but he kept the hands back, just able to do enough with it. And if you're Evans, you need that breaking ball to be further down in the strike zone. What cost him was, it was on the outer half, but just too elevated.
First pitch to Schwann, the 3-hitter. Outside, 1-0.
That's a huge insurance run, too, for China.
No doubt about it. 1-0, runner goes. Swing and a miss. Or maybe it was a foul. Yeah, it was. So runner has to go back. 1-1 now.
And Kent Evans, he's going to have to pay some attention to Jing Pongway at first.
Pongway leads off short. And now he's going to take a couple extra half steps. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Evans Jr. trying to limit the damage after his hot start. Here's the 1-2. Runner goes again. Throw down is not going to be in time. Pitch was outside, so Lai had to reach out for it and then throw up. He actually took a step.
It was a very strong throw from Nathaniel Lai, but with the pitch being so far outside, having to reach over, that extra little bit cost him.
So 2-2, 2 down, 3-0 China. That one's popped up right over our heads. We'll do it again.
I was waiting for it to potentially bounce on the roof of the press box, but not the case this time. I have the perfect angle to make a play, Danny.
I trust you to protect us. I trust you.
And the technology. Can't forget about the technology.
Evans ready for another 2-2. Here's the pitch. Curveball in there, strike 3. So Evans Jr. able to limit the damage, but not before. China gets 3 runs on the board. An RBI double and a single. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th, and we'll be right back.
Desert Air started right here in the Coachella Valley in 1954, and we've been welcoming customers to our family ever since. With nearly 70 years of proven trust, dependability, and experience, we've got the AC and heating expertise to help you all year round. Plus, our factory-trained technicians provide well-informed maintenance, repairs, and installation, so you get our industry-best products with industry-best service. Contact our family at Desert Air. We'll make sure you live comfortably, always.
Hey, Power Baseball fans. Looking to hit a home run against pests in your home? Rudy's Pest Control is your winning choice. Rudy's Flex 80/90 Pest Control Plan offers effective and affordable protection with just 5 visits a year instead of the usual 12. So you'll have more time to do what you love. Visit rudyspest.com or call 760-746-PEST and declare, heck no, 12's gotta go. Rudy's Pest Control is your home run choice. So get started today.
And we're back for the 5th inning. Pinch hitter for the A's. It's Chai-Cheng Liu. The 1-0, down and outside. 2-0 now. Luan back up there for MLB China. Swing and a miss. It's 2-1 on the fastball. Three to nothing after China scored last inning. That one's fouled into the net. It's 2-2.
I mean, we're still sitting at a combined 5 hits across both teams, Danny. And especially with this pinch hitter, Chai-Cheng Liu, need to get on base. Need to try and just do something to get back into it.
That one's called for strike 3. And down on strikes is Liu. Back to the top of the order with the left fielder, McCary.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what he was looking for. That one was right down the middle according to the box. Shutdown innings, too, always tough to come by. Seen a good amount. A team strikes in one inning, then the other team comes right back.
McCary takes a breaking ball inside, almost hit him, 1-0. Luan been working good his 2 innings of work. And 2 1/3 now so far. He's got 3 Ks. That one's in there, 1-1. Three hits for Team China and 2 for the Canada A's. Next pitch, 2-1. It's outside. Beautiful Saturday for baseball here in the Coachella Valley. The 2-1 pitch. That one's outside. 3-1 now.
And if you're McCary, got to divide the plate in half, zone in on a couple specific spots, and if you get it, try and hammer it.
Luan sets at the belt, kicks and delivers, and ball 4. So McCary on. Got hit by a pitch in the first, Cade, and now walks. So here's Rogelio Vega. He'll be pinch hitting for Johnson and taking over the DH spot.
Well, let's see if the A's can get a little lightning off the bench.
Vega check swing, strike one.
And just having something hit solidly, something coming off the bat hard, could be a good way to get the A's dugout back into it.
Here's the 0-1. That one's down low, 1-1 now. Vega not a big guy. And perhaps the A's put him in for speed. See if he can get on base here. The 1-1. That's outside, 2-1 now.
Close pitch. The home plate umpire did flinch. Might have been thinking about calling it a strike.
Luan sets and delivers. That one's up high.
Well, it's the same idea with the pinch hitter Vega that McCary had with the 3-1 count, zone in somewhere, and if you get it, go after it.
3-1, swing and a miss. Good hack on a 3-1 pitch.
That is the kind of hack that you want to see. He got his pitch towards the middle of the plate, outer half, and just came up empty. It's the right idea, though, an aggressive hack like that.
Luan deals. Swing and a miss, strike three. That's his 5th strikeout of the day. He's shoving so far. 2 away. So Demetrius Foster will pinch hit for the center fielder Davis here in the 5th. First pitch swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Very difficult thing coming off the bench and trying to do some damage against a pitcher who's been in a rhythm the way Zhao Luan has been coming out of the bullpen.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Three to nothing MLB China as we get into the later innings. Luan checks on McCary, and he's back safely.
Quick feet from the right-hander on the mound.
Luan checks on him again, sets at the belt, and pitches. That one's outside, 1-2. It's a little half stride there by Luan. Trying to catch hitter off guard there with a different setup. Foster awaits the 1-2. Here's the pitch. That one's fouled. No, it's going to stay fair. Chop near the plate. Play by Luan is thrown over to first, but the first base ump calls it foul.
They're going to say it hit Demetrius Foster in the leg. That's what I thought at first, but then Foster took off. Usually when you foul the ball off yourself, you're not going to start running the first. Probably a break for Demetrius, too. It looked like he would have been out. Pretty athletic play getting off the mound from Luan.
So another 1-2 coming to Foster. There it is. Outside, 2-2 now. Luan sets again. Here's the 2-2. Inside. Count moves full.
That's a couple pitches now after working ahead 0-2 that Luan's kind of lost his release point. With one, he missed way up and away. The last pitch, up and in, not overly competitive. Needs to hit a spot here with the count full.
Time called by Foster. He'll regather himself. The starting pitcher, Schwan, for China, gave up 2 hits, and then Luan afterwards, 2 innings so far, 2 1/3 so far. 5 Ks already. That one's on the outside edge for strike 3, the 6th K of the day for Zhao Luan. What an outing for him. We'll see if he comes back out for the 6th. It's 3-0 MLB China. We'll be right back.